Let's talk about President Trump's living expenses, shall we? So this is a pretty bombshell story that broke just a few days ago. That Trump's super PAC, I'm getting some more reporting on this now. Trump's super PAC has raised $75 million, all in an effort to fight the election results, to stop the steal. Right, that's the whole focus of this super PAC. It's raised $75 million, and it has not used any of the $75 million to help finance election reviews. This is according to the Washington Post. The PAC was formed after the 2020 election to help fund the Trump team's efforts to challenge the results. Yet, people who are in the PAC's finances told the news outlet that the committee has held on to much of the money, while a portion has been used to pay for some of Trump's expenses. Yes. So President Trump's living expenses and legal expenses, but which, by the way, have nothing to do with the steal the vote legal battles. According to the data, Trump super PAC people who donated money to help him fight the election results, the stop the steal, that money is going to pay his lifestyle. In fact, it's going to pay the use of private jets, food, lavish dinners. By the way, didn't we predict all of this? If you watched our show, I said, please do. This is exactly what's going to happen. He's going to say that the election was fake because he knows the amount of legal bills that he's got piled up on him. Millions of dollars in legal bills that he's facing. And this is the way to do it, to say that the election is fake, that I won, that Biden didn't win. You got to help me support. Here's my legal fund. They were immediately sending out fundraising emails in all of this. The PAC, which needs to publicly disclose its fundraising and spending for the first half of the year by July 31st, previously reported in Federal Election Commission filings this year that it had collected nearly $31 million. So it's got like another $50 million that they've raked in on this. And again, when he went out and did his little speech, his little rodeo speech the other day, raising more money to, quote, stop the steal. The details shared by the sources who spoke to the Post on the condition of anonymity describe the group's finances come as Trump has continued to advance false claims of a stolen 2020 election, and has, through his PAC, sent out statements supporting election audits, including the ongoing one in Arizona's Maricopa County. But they haven't spent any money to support the audit. Isn't that funny? So all of these people that are donating money to Trump to help him fight the steal, and for this to be, to find out these audits and all this, they're not taking any of that money and putting it towards the very thing that these people are donating. The Save the America Super PAC says there was no victory here, or in any of the other swing states either. The president is scheduled to speak this Saturday at an event in Phoenix titled Protect Our Elections Rally, hosted by Charlie Kirk. While the GOP dominated Arizona Senate said it will provide $150,000 in taxpayer spending for the audit, the actual costs are expected to be much higher, with the remainder being covered by private donations. So they're going to take taxpayer money to perform this audit in Arizona, where, by the way, it has failed 3 times to show any evidence of any wrongdoing. So much so that now they've actually turned it over to like a right-wing nut job in order to do this audit. And it's going to cost taxpayers way more than $150,000. So Arizona taxpayers have to foot the bill for this when Trump has already raised $75 million. Am I the only one that's outraged about this? I guess it's like, hey, if you're too stupid to funnel money to Trump, like if you're that dumb that you actually donated to this guy, you couldn't see what was actually going on, then I guess then whatever. But I feel like it's just preying on these poor people, don't you? Doesn't anyone else? Or am I the only one here that feels that way? Tina says Trump profited from the PPEs.
He profited his whole presidency. I mean, like, putting everybody up in his hotels. And I mean, this guy's he's an opportunist. Always has been.
I see you guys in the chat are still talking about vaccines. We've moved on. I mean, this is infuriating. Trump, and by the way, Trump's not even responding. Trump's spokeswoman's not even responding for questions about it.
Push your arrow forward so it's on the right story.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
62% of Arizona Republicans believe that Trump will receive more 2020 election votes after the state's audit is complete, despite the fact that no evidence has emerged to substantiate Trump's claims of widespread fraud. In a Republican legislature with a Republican governor, with a Republican Secretary of State. Republicans in other states have followed Arizona in launching or proposing recounts, including Texas, where a group of state GOP lawmakers introduced legislation this week calling for the hiring of an outside expert to conduct a forensic audit of counties with populations greater than 415,000. So President Trump continues to rake in the money, but not use any of it, instead to fund his lavish lifestyle. And to pay for pay for jets, pay for dinners, but not use any of it.
Think about how much of that McDonald's has gotten.
Right. How many Big Macs and Diet Cokes has this guy ordered? Thanks to you. But to actually fight the election results? No. It's going to stay in it. It's going to stay in the Trump super PAC. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the little bell notification so you always know when we are live.